Hey guys, you're watching Wiederladertv. Today I want to talk about case lube. We all know different brands of case lube, like these waxes here. This one here is from Redding, it works great. Or water-based lube, like this one here from RCBS. You can use it in a lube dye or you can use it with a pad. The one from Lee is good also. You can use it with a pad also or with your fingers. But all of them are good only if you want to resize a small amount of brass. If you have a large amount of brass, the way to go is a lube like this one here from Hornady or the Dylan case lube. But these are pretty much expensive. Here in Europe we have to pay around about 18 euros, I think so, for such an 8 ounces bottle, and that's a lot. I can make such a lube for a third of the cost by my own, and that is what this video is about. Okay, let's go. Okay, for our recipe we need lanolin, and I choose a solid one. There is a recipe online with lanolin oil also, but it's hard to find in my area. Plus, the solid one is great for skincare. Ladies will love that. Okay, just kidding. It's only because it's hard to find in my area. Next, we need isopropanol alcohol, and I choose one with 99% of isopropanol alcohol. You can go with 90% also, but don't choose one below. There is too much water in the 70% isopropanol alcohol. Then we need a scoop. You can choose a spoon also, and scale, and we need an empty bottle or a glass and a spray-on bottle like this one here. And because I choose solid lanolin, I need a pot with warm or hot water. Okay, and that's what we need for our recipe. Okay, for our case lube we need 1 part of solid lanolin and 8 parts of isopropanol alcohol. And for an example, you need maybe 1 ounce of lanolin, and then you add 8 ounces of isopropanol alcohol. And if you are from the United States, you can use the isoheat. Is that right? Isoheat. This is pure isopropanol alcohol also, and it's very cheap, and you can find it in your area for sure. Okay, and here in my case I choose 40 grams of pure lanolin, and then I will add 320 grams of isopropanol alcohol. The recipe with lanolin oil is easier to make, of course, but this one here isn't hard also. Okay, now we've got 40 grams in my case. Next I add the isopropanol alcohol. And like I told you before, the mixing ratio is 1:8. So I add 320 grams of isopropanol alcohol. If it's a little bit more, it's not a problem. But the ratio should be in the area of 1:8. A little bit more. Oh, that's too much, but it's no problem. Okay, next I close my bottle, and if I start to shake, you can see it does not mix up very well, and that's because the lanolin is solid, and because of this I need the pot with warm water. Next I place my bottle in the pot with the hot water, and you can see it's hot or warm water only, it's not boiling. All I need is a little bit of heat to liquefy the solid lanolin. After every minute or two I open the bottle to release the pressure. Okay, and now it took 5 to 10 minutes until it's finished. Okay, 5 minutes are gone, and it seems that the lanolin is liquid now. Give it a couple of shakes. Yeah, there are no solid parts in the solution at this time. And this is how it looks like when it's warm. Okay, next I will fill it in my spray bottle. And when the bottle is filled with the case lube, I place it outside to cool down. Then the solution will turn into a milky one. And when this is done, I will label the bottle, and then we will test how it works. Okay, and here's our finished product. Our milky do-it-yourself case lube. Looks good. And you can see here, this is the original color our case lube comes with. If you do not move the bottle, the case lube decomposes a little bit, but that's no problem. You don't have to heat it. All you have to do is give it a couple of shakes, like you are used to from the commercial product also, and the solution is mixed again. Okay, but now I want to show you that this case lube works great. There are around about 100 308 Winchester cases in my bag, and now I add just a little bit of my case lube. Don't go crazy with this. All we need is a thin layer of case lube. Just spray it on. Shake it inside the bag. And then open the bag and let the isopropanol alcohol evaporate. The isopropanol alcohol is evaporated, so we can start with resizing the 308 Winchester cases, and this is a full-length resizing die. And it's smooth like butter. So the case lube seems to work really good. Yeah, it does. One more. But now this should be enough. And it's great skincare also, like I told you before. I finish my breath here and then I switch the camera back on again, but this case loop here works great. Okay guys, and this was a short video about how to make your own case loop. I hope you enjoyed this little video here. Please vote, subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this spray on case loop. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up. Subscribe to my channel if you do not already have, and thank you very much for taking the time. Watch my video. Hope I see you next at Wiederladertv. I had to change the camera angle so you can see the result also. And a close-up. Let's pick one breath. The inside of the case is clean. The primer pocket is clean. It's perfect.